And so that's your Seattle story from the weekend. Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to Serious Shenanigans. We're here on the Let's Talk station. We are getting prepared to bring you another wonderful show. We have a great guest. Her name is Linea Monroe, and you can find her on Instagram. You can find her on YouTube. We're going to find out more about all of those things. But she is a lovely soul, and I have been preparing some very special questions for her because we just want to know so much more about her. Quentin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How's everything going?
You know what? It's pretty darn good.
Now, who's this guest you got going on? Look, she's got a visitor already. Look in the thread.
I know we got gang in the room. She is just such a wonderful soul, and she's a host on Instagram. She's a poet. We're going to find out more about her because I don't think that that's just all that she does. She has a book out, I know that much. So there's going to be a lot of questions that get us to know more about her.
Okay.
Now, but you know what I would like you to tell us is that if people are wanting to watch this as a replay, where can they go to find
Oh,
it?
it'll be on YouTube as well. Forever until further notice. Also, it's on Spotify. With the Let's Talk logo. I can put the link in the chat later. Also, YouTube has rolled out a specific thing for podcasts where this show, as well as all the other shows in the playlist, you can listen to as a podcast. It'll be on YouTube Radio,
Oh,
actually. So I'm a YouTube Music. So that is another avenue where you could just hear if you don't want to have the time you're driving or whatever. You can just listen to the broadcast and go from there. What's going
that's
on?
very cool.
Besides that, how was
Uh,
your weekend?
years in the building. You know what? My weekends are always the same. They're either busy or it depends what it's doing outside. So
I must admit, you helped me. You helped me yesterday.
I try.
I did some traveling on Saturday,
Oh, nice.
and I didn't realize it once I got the gas. And then a friend of mine was like, "Yo, you notice how the gas prices went up for the weekend, Memorial Day weekend?" And I didn't pay it no mind. So then when I did a little bit more traveling yesterday and got some more gas, I was like, "Holy shit! They really snuck it in on us."
Very.
So you explained in the chat that the gas prices are a little high in British Columbia.
They are, and they soar. They did just go up every day, especially over the weekends. But like all day, every summer, like it just keeps on increasing until it hits a peak. So we're at like a dollar 70 essentially per liter, and if you're in the United States, that equivalents to 1 liter. It takes 4 liters to get into a gallon, so you can times a $1.70 by 4 to figure that out. So it's costing a lot. So yeah, my backyard is going to be beautiful this summer.
Well, well, Paul
I
said
ain't
Paul
going
said
for no
Paul
holidays.
Paul said he's waiting for this lovely guest. Maybe I'll just make everybody wait probably like an hour or two, and then
No,
that
that's
would that
too
that
long.
would really make it serious shenanigans because everybody that would be like a bait and switch. Tell everybody the guest coming, and then she never shows up. Well, she's here, but if she never gets on screen, that would be the bait and switch. Use her for views, but she never even shows up. Right?
That would be cruel. That would be cruel.
She'll
But
blame you. She won't blame me.
well, you're the producer. You have all the switches, so I'm just giving them.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, let's bring up Linea. Let's do this intro and bring up Linea. I know that Rainier has
yeah.
a show of his own in a little bit, so we want him to see
We don't
a
need
little bit
gang
of
gang
Linea
to we
for
don't
his.
need gang to get mad at me.
Okay, well, let her let's hear the gang. Welcome, beautiful. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, 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 peace and blessings.
You
Y'all have me
know,
cracking up over here.
because we're just being goofy. You know what? That's the one thing that Quentin and I are pretty good for. We have our own funny chats, but now we get to include you.
Yay.
So, right off the bat, I'm just going to ask you straight out, introduce yourself to everyone, tell them where you can be found. So, and people, this will all be in the caption at the end, but still pay close attention. She's going to let it out.
Yay. So my name is Linea Monroe, the Herbal Mother Butterfly. You can find me on Facebook as Linea Monroe. You can find me on Instagram, Linea Monroe 91, all full one word, or if you would say sentence. But Linea Monroe 91. I'm also just started a new launch on YouTube. Basically going through the culture of the unspoken word. You can find me wherever you would like to find me. I'm working my way to every platform, but mainly I'm on Instagram more than anything. So yeah, definitely look for me on there. Linea Monroe 91.
Got the cheers for that one. Right
Yeah.
answer. You got to be everywhere nowadays, right? And
Mm-hmm.
some of our audiences, Quentin and I talk about this all the time, right? They don't travel to different places, so we have our base somewhere. So yours and mine are both on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously that's how we know each other.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love Val. Val's freaking awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I got some very special questions for you today. The very first one, I want to know what makes Linea Monroe a beautiful person.
Oh, what makes Lene a beautiful person is the continuance of searching for myself. The continuance of growing and understanding myself, understanding myself, or just even growing. Like I never want to be complacent. And I've had segments in my life where I was complacent, but growing through that and really understanding duality. I love duality. So having empathy for people and situations where I could be in that situation later in life or anything like that. That's what makes me a beautiful person, just loving up on people. And I want people to know when I'm gone that it's about healing. It's about love. It's about having fun. It's about laughing at yourself. It's about enjoying your life. This is your journey. This is what you were brought here for. Why not have fun?
Right?
Why not love other people? So that's what makes Linea a beautiful person.
Now, in that, what is, if you care to share with us, because I'm not asking you to share anything that you're uncomfortable with, what is the hardest lesson that you had to learn that actually benefited you in the long run?
I had to learn how to get out my own way. I had to learn that some situations were because of me. But I don't. It's easy to say, "Oh, I made this decision because you made me feel a certain type of way. I got angry because you did this." No, I got angry. You hurt me, but I got angry. I reacted. So learning how to work on controlling my reactions, learning how to understand my reactions, because it's different when you tell yourself, "Oh yeah, don't get mad." Okay, why are you not getting mad? What
Right.
caused you to get mad? Is this something that you have to work through? Is it something that you have to address? What caused you in that moment to feel that at that moment was hurtful? So understanding myself was the biggest thing, and understanding, like, look, Lene, get it together. Okay, Queen, get it together.
Right. And anger is there to tell us that something's wrong, right? So
Yes.
it's either something's wrong with me, something's wrong with you, something's wrong with the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that was your answer was as you are, full of wisdom.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Um,
you.
so this question is a wonderful question, but I don't know if I can read my writing. Okay, I think I got it. Do you believe there's something beyond what we can currently perceive in this universe?
Oh, yes. I believe that we are a speck. I believe out of this whole world, out of these universes, out of these realms, we are literally a speck out of all. I feel like I know that there's so much more for the blessings that I know personally I received in my life, the blessings that I've seen people receive, the blessings that I was able to see transition into whatever, whether good or bad. I know for a fact that there's more. I know there's more. That's why I yearn and I strive to be more. I don't want to be just a speck in somebody's life. I want to be that fresh sunrise in the morning and you're just like, I could take over the world. I could do everything. I want to be that. Like there's so much more. So much more.
There is. And then so how do you merge together the two thoughts that there's so much more out there and we're just specks, yet we're all brought here for a purpose?
I talk to God. I talk to spirit. I talk to self. So from like 4 to 6 o'clock in the morning is like the best time you can wake up and actually have a direct line with spirit and with God. That's when the angels are up. That's when I mean they're always up, but that's like a direct line. No, but everybody's asleep and stuff like that. So I get up sometimes and I talk and I'm like, depending on what the conversation is, like, and when I talk to God like, God, you know me. So God, I'm like, look, yesterday was a messed up day. You saw what happened. We got to figure this out because people be playing with my emotions and I'm trying. I'm real with God
trying.
because he
I
knows my
understand.
heart. So
I
I'm not
understand that
gonna.
one. I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm trying because there's times where that button gets pushed too many times and I can't guard myself. So I have to talk to God and be like, look, and with those conversations and those moments of aha or those signs that I get throughout the days, like I'll have, for example, I'll be asking God a question like, God, do you think I should make this decision? Yes or no? And I'm just like, all right, I'll just wait till God responds. And then I'll hear a song that's just like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm like, okay, I got you. I got you. So those moments of just tuning into what I really want to know and understanding, I have to be patient. I have to sometimes be still. Those are the moments where I can combine the two ideas and be like, look, yeah, there's way more. I just have to understand, even though I'm a speck in this world, my ideas, my love is so much more. It's enormous. I just have to make sure I keep myself to that capacity of love.
Absolutely. Good answer. And, I always tailor my questions very specifically to the best of my ability to the guest and what I know of them. So, as you can see, we are talking about some spiritual stuff. But we're going to come around to a few other things, like this question: what is the greatest risk you have ever taken?
Every single day on myself and being a parent. Those are the two things that I take a risk on every single day because parenting has no manual. There is no like Google link you click and you're like, look, I didn't teach my child this today. How do I fix this? It's not scripted. It's raw. So those are the two things I take a risk on, making sure that my child in my best ability, my children, both of them, do not suffer or make decisions that I know I could have changed when I was younger, but I didn't. So my biggest thing is my kids. I try so hard and I strive and I pray that I'm successful, that they have so many more opportunities from the jump. They don't have to go through trials and tribulations just to get those opportunities. Mommy was able to provide that knowledge. Mommy was able to provide that love, that the teachings, the mindfulness. So those are my biggest thing. And I mean, of course, teaching myself to be patient because sometimes your girl don't have patience. So just learning and being humble, humble and graceful.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the biggest things that I struggle with, and I also strive every single day to push through.
Personally, I love the fact that there are certain things that are described as practicing, and you just named one of them, right? We practice patience,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Definitely.
I think that you practice that well, from what I see.
Thank you. It took a while to get to this point because, let me tell you, my fuse was you didn't even have to really spark nothing. Just light a lighter, and then let a couple little sparks hit that thing, and it was a wrap. But it took a while. I was tired of being angry. I was tired of being mad. I was tired of crying by myself. I was tired of people. I was tired of being mad, and then people were okay. I'm like, why am I upset about this? And y'all walk around smiling. I want to smile too. So I had to let my emotions be like emotions, emotional waves, and go through them and be
Hmm.
patient with myself that even though I'm upset Monday, it might take a little bit till Thursday for me to feel exactly what I need to, but be graceful with myself.
Right. I can feel you on that one. Sometimes you just have to step away from a situation and, you know, give yourself some time and some some self-love to
Yeah.
just be like, okay, I don't have to act out. I just have to go through this. And
Hmm.
then I can come out and be the person that I want to be without acting
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
should.
I'm very interested. This is one of my favorite questions, and then after this, I'm going to ask you to read a poem, and we have a very special way that we deal with poems here, so we'll
Yes,
help you with that.
yes.
Um, if there were three people that you could get from anywhere, all of history, current, doesn't matter, three people that you could sit down and talk to, who would they be?
Oh, first and foremost, my grandmother. My grandmother. I would love for her to see who I am now. I would love for her to see, and it's gonna make me cry. Ah, I would love for her to see who I am now and just be able to hug her again in my adult phase of my life. Um, she was everything. She's the reason why I'm into poetry. She's the reason I
Okay.
strive so hard. Um, Second would be Maya Angelou.
Mm,
She brings so much peace to my life and how she is patient, she's humble, she's still, she's graceful, but she's strong and she's stern about her boundaries, about her knowledge and what she went through. I love her. Um, and who else? And of course, my mom. My mom is one of my top-notch celebrities. Because without her, there's no me. So yeah, my mom. Yeah, give her roses because she went through a lot to get me here too. She went through a lot herself to be able to teach me to get to this point. So those are my top three people I would just want to hold and have a little sister circle and just
that,
embrace.
that is beautiful. All right. So I am going to let you get ready to do a poem. And what I'm going to do, what I always do right before anybody reads a poem on the show, is I do a little commercial break so that you can be getting yourself ready. So I'd like to welcome everybody in the room to this show. This is the Let's Talk station on YouTube. I'm Valerie Lorraine, and this is my guest, Monroe. Linea Monroe. I can speak. We would like to welcome you and we'd like to get you to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. The notification bell is going to advise you every time this channel has a show on so that you can pick and choose what you'd like to watch. There is a multitude of shows during the week, and we're sure that you would love to come back and we would love to welcome you. I'd also like to thank our producer, Quentin Ford, who's behind the scenes. He makes every show on this channel happen flawlessly. So thank you to Quentin, and thank you for everybody who is here for Linea and who is making comments on screen as well, because we see you, and it is not without immense gratitude that you are here for her. So here we go. We're going to hand the mic over. I'm going to mute myself so that I don't inadvertently interrupt you. So you go, girl.
Thank you, thank you. So this first one is from my book, Blue Butterfly Kisses. by Linea Monroe. Teehee plug. On Amazon for $20. So if you like what you hear from the show, definitely check her out. So this one's called A Letter to Love. Dear love, well, 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 what do we have here? Oh, it's love. Well, here I have so many things to say. That yes, I need answers today. See, you have slipped my fingers every time I have gripped you. You have shook me even when I can't shake you, but I still can't understand why I can't face you. Love, I dream about you all the time, and no matter what, I take consideration of your time, but sometimes I just want to hold you, love. Give you kisses with flowers and all that I misuse every hour. Love, you are my world. Because through you I see, through you I feel, through you I exhale. Tending to your notions of peaceful bliss. Love, I just love you for this. You guide me and teach me that you will ride for me only if I buckle up and let you drive me. Well, love, wait, where are you going? Is there something that is in need of knowing? Do I not touch you with the heart so deep? Do I not make you weak with curiosity just to get a sneak peek of me? Love, let me see your tree of life. So I make love to your roots and nurture you right, planting my hands in your wealth. Love, I feel so rich in you. The seeds of your trees shine like gold beneath you. Love, I want to need you, breathe you. I just need you to see me again because you are my friend, my lover, my everything. Love, you are the remedy and I the junkie because the fix you give me lifts me so high my vibrations make the world shine. Love, please don't leave me. I am afraid you will forget me. I am afraid you will not look for me. I am afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. Love kisses me on the forehead and tells me to be safe and being led, and I listen. Love, hold me tighter than those empty dreams of lost lovers who have sculpted me. Stand next to me, love, because I don't feel strong. Stand with me, love, because I feel like I don't belong. So connect me to God with your knowledge, love, I beg of thee, because you know how I want to love. Hell, you created me. So show me love. Flow through me, love, because without you, I can't be true to even you, love. I love you, and there will never be another like you. Sincerely, your biggest admirer.
That was so beautiful.
Thank you.
You exude this brilliantly beautiful aura of love and compassion, and it comes through in everything you do, and it's why I was attracted to spend time in your circle. And your shows are beautiful, you're compassionate, you take time with your guests, and from start to finish, Linea Monroe is absolutely a beautiful person.
Oh, thank you, Queen. You're gonna have me crying and blushing all at one time. Oh my God.
And that wasn't a question. That wasn't a question, so you're not required to say anything about that.
Get me together, Val. Get me together.
I know, right? So you read from your book. What is your favorite book that you've ever read?
That is a wonderful question. I don't think I've actually, and to be honest and transparent and confident in what I say, I don't think I have an exactly full book that I've ever read completely that is my favorite when I grew up. It's always read segments. It takes reading sometimes took me a while to really dive into because it has to keep my attention because my imagination, I rather see it. So I was more into movies and action and stuff like that, or just love stories. I love seeing it because it was different being in my head. I know what goes on in my head. So to see it and be like, okay, I can identify the emotions with the action now. So I was more into like romantic comedies. I was into a lot of stuff, or music was my biggest way of connection, which is, I feel like another form of poetry just with tunes. So that was my albums. Music was my biggest thing.
That is very interesting. Like, really, it is. Because, here you produced a book, right? And you've taken the time to write out, and I think too, when we get vulnerable, that's what's attractive in our poetry, right? There's no difference, right? People love to see the vulnerability in life, whether it's the dramatic, you know, anything that you can think of that is dramatic, whether it's negative or positive. People want to see that. It's attractive to them, right? So, which leads me to my next question. What has been life's biggest challenge for you?
Hands down, parenting. Hands down. I can handle myself. But parenting takes the cake every single time. And side note to everybody that's watching this, I do read. I know somebody's like, she don't even read a book. Like, no, I read, honey. I read. I just take segments like Chicken Noodle Soup, all those books, Langston Hughes, Maya Angelou. I read those, but segments. But to go back to what you just asked, parenting was the hardest thing. Parenting is the hardest thing and will always be the hardest thing for me. I co-parent. I'm a single parent, and learning how to teach my kids a different type of love outside of being with their other parent is a struggle sometimes, because the questions that are birthed from that, like, why aren't you in this situation? Why isn't this parent here? It's a lot of things that change other than having a 2-parent household. Everything's, white picket fence, there's a dog, everybody's laughing and, jumping in the yard, with bubbles and stuff. So it's that right there that is really the hardest, for my kids to understand that anything of decisions from their parents has nothing to do with you. Nothing.
Right.
So that's been the biggest hurdle to keep going over constantly.
Wow. You definitely nailed it, because parenting is one of those things where, even when you're doing it, you're thinking, am I doing the right thing? Like, how is this going to affect them when they grow up? Like, is it going to benefit them the way that I want it to? Or is this going to backfire because their personality? Like, I mean, there's choices that we make that we just don't know, right? So yes, I agree with you. So it's possible you already answered this, but I'm still going to ask it, because who has been the most influential in your life?
I would say my mom and my grandmother. My mom and my grandmother.
We're going for that.
Yeah, my mom was someone that she loved genuinely, but she learned on her own. She had a rough childhood, and not to completely put my mom's story out there, but she had a rough childhood. She didn't have, she had abandonment issues, and she just wanted the best for us. So just to watch her be such a strong person, working all the time, and it had its side effects too of it, but watching her be so strong all the time, watching her be, even with us when we when we were younger, we would have dance parties. My mom loved her children. We would have music and dance parties. That's why music is a huge part and important to me. And my grandmother taught me how to be me. My grandmother taught me protection. My grandmother taught me, I know she was the first example I got of ancestral love. Because even when she was gone, she had always been with me. Always been with me. It's just from like when I was younger, I was 4 pounds, 5 ounces. So like literally this small. So my nickname was Rat. Yeah, don't ask me why. But my nickname was Rat. But my mom and my grandmother, when I first was born, they would take me everywhere. Everywhere. Libraries, jobs, walking down the street. My grandmother, my mom, exposed me to so much of the finer things in life that were so simplistic. So I have to always give them roses. I know sometimes I'm not the best daughter because I've been going through some stuff, but my mom will always be the number one woman in my life. Number one.
That's beautiful, and it deserves here. It deserves that. That was well placed. That's a beautiful testament to your mom's ability to overcome what she went through and give you everything that you needed. So I love hearing that answer.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you one more question, and then I'm going to ask you to read another poem. So this question is, you have now been made a public advocate, right? So I want to know what you are advocating for.
I'm advocating for vulnerability. I'm advocating for transparency. I'm advocating for self, because we really lose those things throughout life. And if anybody's ever heard me, you will hear this multiple times if you ever hear me in conversations. People go through life and die at the age of 16, 17 and don't get buried until they're 70. And it's going through those gears of constant, like, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this. So I'm an advocate of people taking their time, being graceful with yourself. The world beats you up enough. Why are you helping them? Why are you adding weight to the battle? So I'm an advocate of taking time for yourself. Love yourself. Have fun with yourself. Be that big kid. Be that when you do that, you also reignite it in other people. There's times where I forgot about my inner child. And I had people, especially my tribe that's around me, Traveling Poet Society, the poets on Instagram that come to Poetic Shenanigans, they remind me it's okay sometimes to just be goofy. So I'm an advocate of right, like, it's okay. If you make a joke that is corny, laugh at it. If nobody gets it, you got it. That's fine. Laugh at it. They can get it later.
Right.
Just love yourself, enjoy yourself, because there's nobody like you. I'm an advocate for loving yourself. There's nobody like you. You are shining. You are doing great. You are awesome. You might mess up sometimes, but you are not your mistakes. You are this. You are basically the journey. You are the journey. Keep pushing. That is what I advocate. I want everybody to understand that it's okay, and sometimes it's okay not to be okay.
It is okay not to be okay. And that is beautiful. I love that. That was a question that was interesting to me because I didn't know what you were going to answer. Some of them I was like, I'm going to ask her this, but I think I know what she's going to say. But this one was that was surprising and beautiful.
Thank you.
So Mr. Producer, I'm just going to ask quickly if you want to give me a noise in the background that lets me know if you are ready to do the hashtag. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding. All right. So this is how you communicate when you can't hear. So everybody in the comments would absolutely love it if you would do something just in the comments there, hashtag serious shenanigans, and we are going to do a contest. This is like a for real contest, and like our shenanigans. So go ahead and go do that. And there you go. That's what he wants you to do. You're not in the contest though. I'm just letting you know. That's our producer.
He's like, I got this. I'm winning it.
Producer. He's like, I'm first. So that's just what he wants you to do. So
everybody tap in.
And we're gonna have a little contest in here. So go ahead and hit the man. English is not my first language. My first language is apparently gibberish. So let's try again. So, this is the Let's Talk Network. We would love it if you would subscribe to our channel. And while you're at it, hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the notification bell. The notification bell is going to get you to see all of the shows, this show as well. So if you enjoy this show, if you enjoy the guests that we've been bringing, if you enjoy the serious conversation, maybe you're just hanging around watching your clock for the shenanigans to start. That's okay with us too. But, you know, most people are funny. They don't want to do those little extras. So here we go. We are going to do the serious shenanigan giveaway. So go ahead there, Quentin. I know you're ready. So this is artificial intelligence at its best. It's going to take everybody who put the name in there. Everybody who went ahead and did the hashtag, it is going to randomly pick somebody. So he's just go, go, go. He's just playing with the mouse.
Oh yeah, y'all tap, tap, tap in. Hashtag share shenanigans.
There you go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that. I told you you couldn't win. Oh, Jason.
Oh, slow.
So, what did Tejan win? Would you like to put that up on the screen there? Or can you? I don't know.
Oh.
Or I can just tell you what you won. Tejan, you are the winner of our guest's book tonight. So we will be getting a hold of you, and we will be getting you, getting your address and getting that copy out to you from Amazon, shipped directly to you. So congratulations. And we're super excited that you're in the room. So, and here's a sample of what you're going to get.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
I'm going to mute my mic so that I don't interrupt you by accident.
And I do have a question. Censored, right?
No, you go for it. We don't censor you here. The only thing that you cannot speak about is COVID.
Oh, gotcha.
And
Okay, cool.
I hope it was okay to spell it. Otherwise, Quentin's going to give me the and that's it. Yeah. So you go, and you be you.
Oh, thank you. So from the questions that we've been asking, I'll save the little naughtier ones for later. But thank you to everybody that's coming in. I appreciate y'all. Big love to everybody. I'm so grateful. There, like I said, there's no me without y'all. So thank y'all. This one's called I Choose Me. So when I was a little girl, growing in this great big world, I didn't know I was great. Just a little girl trying to live in my own state of mind, wrapped and intertwined with chaos and misunderstandings. See, I was the first of my siblings, the one who saw the beginning of our life trauma, being beaten just because I looked like my mama. Well, shit, that was normal to me. Whore, slut, bitch, mistake, all the names my identity had to take, and I still didn't know I was great. So I grew in that mind state, constantly fighting and dividing myself into spectrums of me that never had foundation, being the imitation of what makes them smile, all while losing minds, wondering and pondering, what am I supposed to be? I can't even see myself. Fights break loose in my home and in my head, and knives being stored in the pillow is the only way we slept, yet we could communicate through comedy. You know, laugh to keep from crying, but how many laughs to keep from dying? How many fists to keep from flying? I needed structure, but all I got was defamation and a false representation of my own worth. Yet my path was carved and my soul starved from the low frequency that we at times call family. They needed me at such a young age that my rage couldn't let me pass, fighting my own father because he treated me like trash. But I was his firstborn. Soon I grew older and bolder, but yet not wiser. I conquered being cold because hurt was my supplier, letting men take what was left of my leftover desires and adding fuel to my hate fire. Bending and breaking, not caring about the road I kept taking, but it fills me. It thrills me like a pill. See, I was wounded, but I chose the rest of my life. Even though the steps weren't right, I still moved. Even though the music wasn't heard, I still grooved. I had to sit with myself and learn that I am all that I need. No need, no matter if they needed me. I love deeper than the eyes can see. I stand taller than the tallest tree. God made me the way I am, and He knows my blueprint. The universe shaped my heart and flows through me like incense. So let me smile strong and love pure. Because even if you don't know me, I'm not who I was before. I choose me.
That was such a strong piece. Absolutely incredible. What a beautiful book you have going there. I just, I love your interpretation of how you express yourself. Absolutely. Just beautiful.
Thank you. Took me a while to find my voice. Took me a good while to find my voice.
And then we have lots to say, right?
Yeah, Chatty Cathy over here.
Right. I know. I know it. I know it for real. And I'm talking about, I know it for me. Okay. What qualities do you admire most in people?
I love a good sense of humor. I love laughter. I love connection. Those are, I don't know if those are the best words to define what you just asked, but I love the qualities of connection. I love the qualities of sense of humor. I love the qualities of just releasing. If I can be around somebody and feel initially, because our spirits meet before we do. Right. That's why certain times you're like, there's something about this person over here. I can't stand it. I don't like it. So when I have that initial feeling like, oh my gosh, I've met you before. I've loved you before. I want to know more about you. And just that if I can learn from you and I don't feel like I'm being attacked, I don't feel like I'm being pressured. So the characteristics of just having fun, love, gracefulness, a sense of humor, and adventurous. Okay, adventurous, because sometimes I do like being spontaneous. I'm an impulsive person sometimes. I'll wake up and be like, I think I'm going to the beach today. Yeah, I'm going. I have no gas in my tank, but I'm going. I'm going. So I love an adventurous person and somebody that keeps me leveled at the same time too.
That was a wonderful answer, by the way.
Thank you.
Really was. Okay, so we're going to the desert island. We're taking that, Gilligan's Island 3-hour tour. You get stranded, and so I want to know. Right? I want to know who you're taking with you. I want to know who you want with you and why, and I want to know what you're taking with you.
Y'all got me on this one. So hands down, I'm definitely taking my kids. Can't leave them behind. Definitely taking my kids. Yeah. Definitely just right in their pocket. Just come on, kid. I would take my mom and my siblings. There would be so many people I would take. There'd be so many people. But
only so much room in the boat.
Right. Like we're drowning off the first sail. But definitely my kids first. I would take my kids and my mom and my siblings. Because me and my siblings and my mom have always, even throughout the years of us getting older and going through individuality of life, we were all we had. So I would take them and my kids. Can't leave the kids behind because I'm not that kind of mom. I'm so protective on certain things. I don't care how long I've known you. I need a track sheet. I need to know have you been around kids? What kind of kid was you like? I need to know all that. So yeah, definitely my kids and my mom. My sisters.
Fine, I'm the father of that baby, boss. Boss, I'm that baby's daddy.
Yo, he is on it.
He's on it behind there.
Yes, I love it.
So what are you taking with you to make your time on the island a little bit easier?
I'm taking my herbs. And that could be a multitude of things. We're just going to say that because I am the herbal butterfly. But I'm taking my herbs. I'm taking my herbs that's going to keep me healthy. Elderberry, burdock root, sarsaparilla. I'm taking cayenne pepper. I'm taking all alkaline herbs. I'm taking some books for foundations that when my kids are knowledgeable. And some spring water.
There you go.
Anything like that.
Okay. So who do you think when you get there, who do you think is going to be the most industrious out of all the people that you chose to take? Who do you think is going to be like, all right, we got this?
I think my mom.
Yeah?
Definitely my mom and my middle sibling, because there's nothing that she cannot figure out. There's nothing that she can't there's nothing that she can't figure out. There's times where I come to her and I'm like, I know I'm the older sibling, but sis, I know I'm supposed to know, but I don't. But yeah, my mom, you're not telling her. And my mom's a Leo, just like me. Her birthday's August 6th. My birthday's August 17th. So there's nothing that you're not telling her she can't do it. You're not.
Birthday girl.
Leo gang.
August 17th, because you know I got that little birthday thing going on. But there you go. That was all right.
Yeah, my mom would be the one.
Okay, so I want to ask you if there's anything, like, when people are going to watch this, they're in the room right now, they're going to watch it on playback for, like, it's here for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like them to know about you?
That I'm not perfect. I'm growing. My roots are always changing.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Yo, I need him for myself. But yeah, like, I'm not perfect. I'm growing. My roots are always changing. My soul's always changing. What you might see yesterday might not be what you see tomorrow. So just know I'm also a reflection of you. So what you like, cool. But what disturbs you, figure out why that bothers you. So it could be something that you need to heal within yourself that I brought out. And yeah, I'm not perfect. I don't plan on being it. It's not what I strive for.
Love that.
Thank you.
So with that, I have one more question that came from that. So with that, do you believe that when somebody comes into your life, that there is a driven purpose for them to have come into your life and at that time?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Because I've had many people. When I was younger, I didn't realize it because I was naive. I was definitely I was rebellious. I was a lot of things that were not of an open ear or an open mind. But now that I'm older and I understand it, oh yes, people are brought into my life for reasons. Like you, the poetry community, my girlfriend Slow Mo, the traveling, all have been brought into my life to help me. And there's certain people that have been brought into my life to level me, because I have moments. I have human moments. So I definitely believe in, and even some people that were brought into my life temporarily. Even some of those, they made me like when I first got into the Instagram life and everything, which was like 2 years ago, I want to say. And just the interactions were constantly coming. And I was just like a kid in a candy store. I was like, oh my gosh, everybody's so loving. It's so cool here. I love it. I love it. And certain interactions I had were so quick. But when I got to a certain point, I realized, oh, they were brought into my life to help me realize I got to listen more. This person was brought into my life, to show me that I need to accept my light. I've had people that are friends back then are not too much friends now that I'm not mad about, but I realized why they were brought. They were helping me to get past that moment because I was grieving when I first came onto Instagram. I was grieving my family not being together. So all those people that brought all that sunshine to me, telling me that I have sunshine, I was like, me? Little old me? So I'm thankful. I'm thankful to every person that even will come to my life in the future, tomorrow, next week, next year. I sit down with myself more so, and I'm like, okay, what is this purpose? What is this person's purpose individually, and how does it align with mine?
Beautiful. And that's it's important, right? Awareness. Constant of awareness is not easy because sometimes life gets us going into busy phases where awareness becomes after we sit down and have that chance to like sit down with our tea or our coffee and just like soak up what's happened. But yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, because there's sometimes where people be in my life, I'm like, the things that people have to realize, and it still shocks me sometimes and shakes me a little bit, this lesson. The things that people make you mad about, like the things that really irritate you sometimes about people, is what you do sometimes. So that person that you get mad, they just don't listen to me. They don't understand. They don't. So do you listen? Do you actually listen to those people when they talk to you? Are you actually hearing them? So those are the kind of things that I sit back and I'm like, oh, okay, so I wasn't listening. My bad. Let me turn up my hearing aid. My bad.
So here's where we're at. We are going to get another piece out of you, and then the serious questions have ended.
Oh, sweet.
We're
Okay.
going to get into some, like, we're going to try and do some laughing. So, as I said, to let you have a moment to get ready, I just want to thank everybody who's been in the room, everybody who will watch this on replay. This is our beautiful Linea Monroe. She's going to be reading from her book, and we are very excited that she's come to join us tonight. So here we go with our last offering from her of the evening. And we're going to chop it up with some fun.
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win.
Okay. So this one is called Rain Pour. And pardon me to who all watch this. I'm a little nervous in my vocals. I can't stand the rain against my window, 'cause it brings back memories. It's been days since you left the storm. I couldn't see past the winds of gaslighting and confusion, gusts letting you whip me back and forth and back and forth, thinking that that's what I deserve. I fell under your gravity into a puddle I thought would cleanse our sins, only to drown my hope for us to love completely again. Each raindrop seeps within my skin like red flames upon contact. I cry to soothe the wounds, but it only brings a temporary fix. Thunder kicks my sense to move out the way of your eye to the storm, pulling my limbs apart so you can angle your lightning to strike and strike and strike. Rain, rain, go away. I can't take another day. Rain, rain, go away. Go away. Clouds cloud my vision so your face can be disguised into a maybe a better face to replace the devilish smile spreading as you strip me and strip me layer after layer. Raindrops keep falling on my head. They say lightning won't strike the same place twice, yet my bruises, contusions, and facial illusions say otherwise, waiting for your downpour to end as you break and bend me. Nothing I do can promise the sun will come back. I lay there on my back and let the rain pour. Never a drizzle. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me.
And I was pleasantly unaware that you had such a lovely voice.
Oh, thank you. I'll be on it.
Yeah, you do behind it, but from now on, I'm gonna be like, sing, sister, sing. You're not getting away with that. You're not getting away with that no more. Now, me,
Yes.
I have a reason I don't sing because I've written some poems that, like, there's clips of music in there that speak to the rest of the poem, and I'm like, damn, I can never do this. I got to get the right host and make them sing it. You sing the part and I'll read the poem. And they're like,
we could do this.
I'm like, listen, everybody's gonna leave the room if I start singing, and then you're gonna have nobody, and you're gonna be looking at me going, damn, child, couldn't you pick a different poem? Like, no. And then they sing. They're like, okay, I see your point.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You need to do more of those if we could request that of you in the future. All right. So I don't know if he's got the slide ready, but we are moving into play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Y'all ready?
And,
let's go.
Are you ready? Because
I'm ready. I'm born.
Okay. How many pennies would it take to fill the room that you are in right now?
Oh, Lord. Oh, man. It'd probably be like 1 million or more, probably way more than that. Like probably about, I'm gonna just ballpark it. Probably about 5 million.
5 million.
I would just say that. I'm probably wrong as hell, but it's cool.
Nobody said you had to be right.
Nobody said you had to be right.
It's
I love it
a
here.
Question, right? So, we break the bank here, so we're gonna give you a couple pennies for that one. But here in Canada, we got rid of the pennies some time ago, so you're gonna have to wait until I find some in the street.
Ooh.
They do every once in a while. I find a couple here and there, usually American.
Nice.
Right? Okay. What music should we play every time you walk into the room?
All right.
Come on, I want to hear it.
So Spirit just brought this one to. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Will you promise me something? This is just between you and me, right? So the next time you go anywhere, anywhere. I don't care if you walk into the grocery store. I want you to walk in and I want to. Okay.
I got you.
Okay, good. And if you can video it, that would be even better because I like video proof. I love it.
Oh, it's gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
I know. Philosophical question here. I need you to really get serious for this one. Do fish get thirsty?
Yo. Yeah. Well, you know, to my knowledge of fishery and watery things, I would say so, Val. I would say they do get thirsty from time to time.
I do from time to time. I love how serious you got for that answer. That was
Yes,
what I was
ma'am.
looking for.
I want
That
people to
was what
know.
I was looking for. So we're gonna get you a little tiny glass of water for that one.
Thank you, thank you.
This question has been bothering me all day. If you were to punch yourself in the face and it hurt, are you weak or are you strong?
I would say both. Like, you gotta hit harder than that, so like
Like that could go either way, right?
yeah, it could go either way.
That's
It's
the whole
like,
point.
yeah, so I feel like it's both. Like, do better than that, so is that all you got? Like
I just want to let you know it takes a lot to think of these questions.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I can't.
oh, I'm gonna have a headache messing with y'all.
Listen, if it was me, there'd be a whole lot of whining going on. Oh, that hurt! I'm like, no, there's gonna be a bruise. You know how easy I bruise. Like, it'd be the weak side coming out. It'd be like, yeah, a whole lot of whining.
Why would
Everybody
you
around me.
do that?
Trust me, I've seen it. I've seen it happen before. I'm like, okay, nobody has any compassion for me over here. That's what the problem is. Yeah, well, it's true. It's just facts, but I want you to know how you dealt with it. That's all. Okay. Linea, which side of the armrest at the movie theater is really yours?
The left.
Okay. The left one is really yours. The right one you just steal.
The right one I feel like is like the companion kind of arm, arm one, but the left one is like individual.
Okay. Okay. So does that mean that the other person has to sit beside you? So you always got to make sure that the left is yours and the person beside you can just like eat that. And then your friend can, your companion can sit there and you can like kind of share because you know them.
Yep. That's exactly it.
The best of both worlds.
Exactly. That's the formula right there. That's what keeps friendships alive.
Right? Yeah. Okay. You recently joined the Spice Girl, right? You are the new Spice Girl. I want to know what spice your name is.
Herbal spice.
There she is. I wasn't sure what to expect. That was pretty quick. I don't know how we're gonna get through. Like you just motoring through these. So this one's a little bit more difficult. You can take your time with it if you need to. But I need you to estimate for us. How many pounds of potatoes have you consumed from, say, age 5 until today?
Oh, God. All right. So we're just going to talk about weight right now. Cool.
No, we're not going to do that. We're talking about potatoes. We're not talking about you. We're talking about potatoes. How many?
Oh my gosh. At least about 200 pounds. I want to say, just to be generous, but at least about 200 to 300 pounds. Girl, I love me some fries. Seasoned fries, boardwalk fries that just stare into your eyes and just shimmer. Like, I love fries.
Okay, we're allowed to go out together, so we're good.
I knew. Yes.
If you were to expect the unexpected, would that then mean that makes the unexpected expected in your eyes?
Carry the two, hold the tea. I want to say yes. I want to say yes because
You expected that.
yes.
I just wanted you to know that I expected you to say yes.
You got high expectations here. You got.
We are always living on the expectations. You always know if I didn't expect something because my facial expression will let you know that I didn't. You can't. Yeah. Okay, here's another one just like this. Just the same but different. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Did I read it? Okay. So, did you fail or succeed if you tried to fail and you succeeded?
If you fail or succeed. So wait, say that again. Did you fail or succeed if you tried to succeed but you failed?
If you tried to fail but you succeeded. These are the kind of things that like I think about. I'm like, so
you came up with these questions, Val?
Well, some of them I did. Other ones
you have a very intricate mind. You have a very intricate mind.
And I didn't. My son and I usually do all of the questions together and the prizes and stuff, but he's been a little.
So you succeed. You succeed because even when you fail, you succeed. Yeah, I had to think about that. Put it on the brain real quick.
I know, right? But see, the thing is, more about making people think. They're like, wait, what did you say to me? And this one really bothers me. I just want to let you know. And I'm very perturbed about this. Once I actually read this, I did not make this up myself, but once I read it, I was like, oh, hell yeah. This is just very upsetting. So I want to...
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it. Molded by it.
This is Born of Darkness. Like,
Go ahead, babe.
You know, this is the kind of thing that later on you're gonna pop awake in the middle of the night to go pee, and you're gonna be like, yeah, why? Why do you think phonetic isn't spelled like it sounds? P-H-O-N-E-T-I-C. Phonetic. It means sounds like, I know you know this, but I'm just saying, it means sounds like it's spelled. Why isn't phonetic spelled like it sounds?
So I think some of the words in the English language, people gave up on. I think they was just like, just put in the damn book. Just put in the book. We've been up all night trying to figure out these definitions. I'm tired of this shit. They just gave up on, was like, yeah, just put it in there. We got to go to bed. It's time to go to bed. It's correct.
I have to agree with you because in teaching my grandson how to read, and I'm like, I come out with a rule. I'm like, so, and I quote the rule. And then the next word, I'm like, forget the rule. I told him the other day, I said, I don't care how many times you teach your television that there's a rule. There's no damn rules in the English language.
Right, there's none. There really isn't. Like, my son is the person, he asks questions, both of them actually. They ask questions all the time. Well, mommy, if you said it's this, then why are you telling me this? I don't know. That's what they said I'm supposed to tell you. But
I know, right?
Like, I'm realizing my whole life was a lie.
all of these words here, this huge entire list, are the exceptions to the rule.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
We can't. We can't. It's very upsetting. It's very, very upsetting. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But this one's even worse. This one's way worse. Which letter in scent is the silent letter?
Only. It would be the I, wouldn't it?
Scent, S-C-E-N-T. Scent, like smell.
Oh, I thought, okay, incense, like burning incense. Okay,
Yeah, no, not
incense.
incense.
Yeah, there's no silent. No, the C. The C.
You
The
think it's
C
the
is the
C?
silent one. I'm sticking with it. The C. C.
But I'm not saying you're wrong. But I'm just going to say, like, if you're talking about a penny and calling it a cent, right? C-E-N-T.
Oh. Yeah, no, there's no
Now
silent. I'm thinking of like scent.
let's go back to the word scent. Like, I'm smelling it, right?
Uh-huh.
This is not my finger. It's supposed to be a magical flower that you can't see. But like, so scent. Which ones?
So if it's scent as in like penny, C-E-N-T, that would be this right there. And if you have scent as in fragrance, S-C-N, so the S would be kind of just the extra person right there. No? Okay, I don't know. I'm going back to school tomorrow, y'all. I'm going back to school.
I know. And I don't have the answers. I just have the questions.
Oh, yeah. That's I guess I'm gonna have to go on a new journey to figure out these answers because I wasn't ready. I didn't know.
You're not gonna sleep tonight. I'm just telling you. You're gonna be like, that was a great show. I had fun and that was kind of crazy, but I'm going to bed now. And then you're gonna lay in bed and go, whoa.
I'm gonna be rocking in my bed in the middle of the night. She said,
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Right?
I see what I'm saying. No, I thought. No, so you know what I'm saying that you done fucked up now. You know that, don't you?
I know. I'm just saying. I got lots of questions. Okay. What were to happen if you were to turn on your headlights while traveling at the speed of light?
I would consider myself lightning. Lightning speed.
I was thinking it was just like extra.
I see what I'm saying.
No, like I'm at light speed.
I thought.
No,
So you know what I'm saying that you done fucked up now. You know that, don't you?
I'm traveling with the light.
Mm-hmm.
Speed. It's like applying gas pedal down, right? Like
yeah.
It's
yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't know. It's just, you know. Okay, so
that's the first thing I thought was lightning.
Quickly, I'm just wondering if you have a second device going right now that you can like read from, or is
yes, I've had my laptop up so I can see the comments.
Okay, so I'm gonna just jump over to IG, and this is one of my favorite things. So I'm gonna ask you to read something. Okay.
Okay.
It's acting class.
Okay.
Right? You're gonna give us a lesson. I'm just gonna take a second.
Okay.
It's gotta be believable.
Let me channel my inner dramatic Leo. Ugh.
Okay. Sorry, everybody. It just takes a second.
Hey, everybody.
Should be to you in seconds.
Okay.
It's a short little thing.
One sentence.
Ready?
Okay.
And take.
My Teddy and I like to sleep with the lights on.
Okay, so take two. Because that was just so sweet.
Okay.
Angry, get angry.
Okay. All right.
Take two.
Somebody ate my cereal this morning. Okay, cool. All right. Mom, my Teddy and I like to sleep with the lights on. Like, what is this? What are you doing? Why did you do that? We like to sleep with the lights on.
That was it. I was feeling the agitation, and that was pretty good.
Thank you. I had to channel my son.
Right? I thought you were like, ah! Okay. What do you think it would sound like if somebody sneezed into a tuba?
Me after Chipotle. Yes, that's exactly what happens there.
Can you recreate that sound now?
Yep. Sponsored by Chipotle.
So can you recreate that sound for us, like right now?
See, I just did it before the show. I didn't know if I was supposed to be right. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
No, but you can't. You can't. No, okay. That's more than fair. More than fair. Wait, that's okay.
Oh, this is hilarious. This is hilarious.
You know what? It's one of those things where some people will think it's funny and others are like, what? And you know what? It's okay. It's you and me. Right?
Yes.
And it's about you and me. So hopefully everybody else gets a kick out of it. Quentin will let us know after. He'll be like, it's on me. It's on me. Right? Because I always say, like, Quentin has the power to cancel my show. So, like, if Linea was my last interview, then I had fun with Linea. Okay?
Well, we gave it our all.
Now I got my Tuesdays back. So.
Yeah, I love this. I love the spontaneousness of this, and I love your sense of humor.
It's like, if you think that it matters to me, I got Netflix chipping at my ass in my emails to say, like, don't forget to watch this show. I'm like, I'm not forgetting. I just need to find the time.
Yes, that's exactly it. Because after this, I'm probably gonna go have a little date night before I go to bed and watch Harlem. I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Prime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like that because So, what's your favorite comedy? Like, this is not jokes. Like, what's your favorite comedy show?
I don't think I have a specific one. I like the older shows. Like I used to watch the Carol Burnett show, Dean Martin show.
Carol Burnett show, that was phenomenal. Like, they need to bring that kind of stuff back because it was really good.
Yeah, the improv was everything. I love improv. Yeah, like Carol Burnett, Dean Martin. Look who's what was it? Look who's laughing now, or something like that. Anything with comedy or comedy stand-up. I love comedy stand-ups. I just watched the recent Wanda Sykes one the other day. Hilarious.
Okay. There you go. Making notes for that. So basically, we are at the end of our time together, and I just want to thank you for a beautiful interview, having some goofy laughs, and just, laughter. You and I both feel the same way, right? Laughter is huge medicine. I find that it is cohesive, right? I find that, we get to know somebody by finding out what tickles them.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had a pleasure interviewing you, getting to know you better. And Quentin is going to be putting this up right away. So as soon as we get off of this channel, it's going to be available on replay with the exact same link that we sent to you and other people that we know. So that's available. And then it's also going to be, as he said in the beginning of the show, it's going to be on Spotify. And it's also going to be on the other things that he noted. So that'll be in the caption, as well as how to find your book will be there. And you are more than welcome to make sure that you go in and put anything you want in the caption. so that people know how to find you on IG, like all those things, all those other platforms that you have. It's really important because people do come and watch the replay, especially if we tell them to.
We make sure they listen. We make sure.
You need to say like, you didn't get to watch me on the show, so you need to watch the replay and tell me what your favorite thing that I said was.
Exactly. Interview with an interview.
Right. It's not just another like, oh, I watched it. It was great. I know. Which show? Which question?
Right. What segment was your favorite?
Right.
Go back and try again.
Push it a little bit, right? What you think about when I said blah blah blah? They'll be like, what?
Right.
It was great. But it has been a sincere pleasure. I think that you're a beautiful person, and I was really excited when you said that you would come on the show. It's one thing to enjoy what you're doing and love meeting people and that, but when it's somebody that you really care about, right? Like you see them in the community, you talk with them, you like their poetry, when it's somebody like that, then you get excited about coming and doing the show. So I've spent my time searching for guests who bring me that joy, and or that I don't know them quite that well, and I want to know more about them. So I think this was a beautiful interview, and I'm glad that you gave up some of your personal time to spend with me.
Yeah.
So
I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it. Anytime I can support, because you've always been, since we've connected, you've always been supportive, you've always been loving, and you've always been transparent in every way possible. So I'm thankful.
Oh, well, thank you. So I'm going to give you the mic one more time. I'm going to give you the mic one more time to let the audience know anything that you want to share with them. If there is something, you don't have to make something up if you're like, I'm not putting you on the spot. So if you want to share anything, and then we're going to close the show, and I'm just going to give you a quick reminder, don't leave, because we're going to have a little after party for just a few minutes in the back, right? In the back room there, and then in the green room. And yes, so mic is yours.
Awesome. Well, thank you for everybody that came through, showed love, everybody that will watch this later, that will share, like, and comment. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. You're great, and I appreciate y'all. I'm grateful for y'all. Definitely check out your girl's book on Amazon for $20. Blue Butterfly Kisses, Linea by Linea Monroe. Check it out Mondays on Instagram, via Instagram. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have Poetic Shenanigans. It's an open mic, and we usually just, we kick it. We have fun. We laugh. We cry. We enjoy ourselves. And then on Fridays on Origin of Thought, which is, this side. Nope, this side. Okay, this side. It's like, where am I going?
I know, right? There's only two of us on screen, and it doesn't matter which way you point, it's wrong.
Just right there. But on Fridays, 7 to 8:30 p.m. on Origin of Thought, Butterfly Love with your girl, Linea Monroe, open mic conversation. And then on YouTube, June 14th, we're going to have the culture, basically getting to know the culture of the unspoken word. So getting to know poets' stories, getting to know the poets, promoting, doing as much as we can to get the poetry community out there, and getting everybody to get to know each other. So any of those times, if you want to come check out your girl, just send me a DM. Let me know if you want to be a feature. Let me know if you like anything. Let me know. Just talk to me. I'm always, as much as I can, to my capacity, able to communicate back as quickly as I can. But Mondays, Fridays, and sometimes, also Transparent Thursdays, I do with two other queens, Con and E, Enamored Ink. We do every third Thursday, where we do Transparent Thursdays, where we sit and, talk about how it is being women, how it is just the struggle, just check in and everything. So those are the 4 things that I'm a part of, as well as the Traveling Poet Society. I'm in that too. Definitely check us out. We got a lot going on. So go to the Instagram, check out the page. That's with D Librarian, me, Slow Motion Effect, Keeping It Real with Sheila Riddell, None Like Me, Truly, Enamored Ink, and Poet Con. So definitely check us out. Just check us out. One page at a time will get you where you need to be. So thank you.
That is an absolute So I'm just going to welcome the guest who won to make sure that you contact. I think it's going to be easiest. So the quiet man above us who never speaks, I'm just going to ask you. So I do know this. All the comments get managed. So in other words, the comment comes through, but it doesn't get put up on screen unless the producer goes ahead and publishes that to the screen. So Quentin, is it best for you to have our winner, who was, I believe I'm pronouncing it right, Tejan? I could be wrong. Is it best if he sends you a comment with how to get in touch with him so that you can get a hold of him to get him the book? Is that the best way, or would you like it to go through Linea? What's the easiest? Tell us.
Email at ltalk5600@gmail.com. ltalk5600@gmail.com.
Okay. Tejan, can you please make sure that you just send a quick comment saying I got that, and then that way we can end the show. It's all hinging on you right now.
It's on you. Make a break.
It's on you. So, and we're super happy that we could give that prize out. That means a lot to us here, to be able to support you in that way as our guest, and that people have come out and taken time out of their life to support you in this show, and we love that. So congratulations, Tejan, and congratulations to you, Linea. That was a surprise to you. I know that you didn't know that was going to happen.
Not at all. Not at all. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh,
Absolutely.
that's great. I thank you so much for the support. I really am grateful.
Okay, so Tejan, it's up on the screen if you want to jot that down. We're going to say our goodbyes right now. So if you missed it, then you have to get a hold of Linea to get a hold of us. So tonight has been a very, very special Tuesday, because not only did our producer show up so we could do the show, but I showed up as well. So thank you very much. Linea showed up. Linea showed up, and it was a beautiful show. We got to know more about this wonderful guest, her beautiful book here, her poetry, and we got to see a lot more of who she is in some different ways. So that was wonderful. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, you're more than welcome to get a hold of me. You can find me on Instagram as Valerie Lorraine _poetic author. If you're in this room and you're saying like, well, I didn't quite catch that, but I know your guest, so go ahead and reach out to her. Other than that, I am booked solid for some wonderful people to show up on the show, and watch for the wonderful flyers that get sent out, and you'll find out who those people are. But again, one last time, it's just as simple as hitting subscribe and hitting like and hitting that notification bell. You don't even have to worry about it. You're going to get a ding, and it's going to be like, oh, I got to go and check out who these new people are. So, Linea, stick with us. Everybody else, we're so happy that you decided to join us. Thanks for your time. Hope you enjoyed the show. We love feedback and comments. Enjoy your evening. Good night. Bye.